So I want you to be more powerful in terms of really sharing what shall we do, what do you do, what are some of the challenges. You need to challenge your stakeholders from think tanks, from research organizations, from the government on what exactly shall we do to operationalize that climate change policy.
We are never invited, that is one. Two, when it comes to PPP, unless the county government of Homa Bay has policies in place, no private investor will come here. No one.
Climate change affects us more than anybody else. So ours is to advocate for the best practices that should be put in place so that we can improve our environment.
For the past 3 days, we've been having a robust engagement between Homa Bay County government and ACTS as one of our partners in just trying to support us as a county with regards to preparedness to tackle issues of climate change. So for the 3 days, we've been having engagements with different target audience. The first one, we really underscore the relevance of working with the legislators. Because as we speak already, Homa Bay County, we have a climate change policy, which already it's a milestone. But we wanted, the reason as to why we thought of having the MCS, we wanted to get their buy-in and goodwill. So at the point when we'll be having the bill, then already we'll be having a number of legislators being able to support us.
I'm assuring the team that if any case this policy will come to the assembly, we are ready to do the necessary thing onto it. That's my assurance.
The issues that pertains climate change needs a multi-sectoral approach. It is not government only. It should be approached from the collaboration between government wing, private wing, and even national government should be part of us. And in that case, I think it was important to hear on how people perceive the climate change effects from the sector of education, from the people with disabilities, from the faith-based organizations, and even generally other departments of county government like health, agriculture.
And in our context, these are directors, they're technical guys within various departments in the county. We also brought in the members of the county assembly, again also just to underscore the relevance that it comes with their role in shaping public policies and even laws. We also brought in members from the Kenya Private Sector Alliance, given that they really play a great role when it comes to even issues of public-private partnerships, to be able to really create an enabling environment for them to invest.
So you realize that all the other sectors, they also affect what you are doing, isn't it? That is the main thing. So the complexity now, which you are struggling all over the world, is how do we approach it in an integrated manner when we are mainstreaming adaptation and mitigation? How do we approach it in an integrated way and also integrate sustainability?
So this meeting has really helped us a lot because it has now created an awareness into us that the climate change is real and we need to take action. We as the business community, we must play a role in ensuring that as much as there is a climate change issues or issues that affect human life or affect property, we need to take action on how to mitigate against such kind of unforeseen issues to deal with climate change.
As we go on the level of climate change, adaptation, policy making, and even training, we must prioritize the household.
Out of the conference, we have come to a consensus, an agreement, that accessibility, especially to persons with disability, is a real issue. And so going forward, as we come up with buildings and as we build even the bridges, we should consider having pathways that are accessible and are friendly to persons with disability.
And then the idea that I've learned here, it will now enable me go home and also create our own fora where we are going to teach one another the issues pertaining to climate change, how a business at the grassroots can also take advantage of the knowledge that I have gained here, so that he or she can prepare, to mitigate against phenomenon, dealing with climate change.
So my take home is that from today, whatever little resource that we have as a department, we should be able to put our effort towards mitigating against climate change challenges. I've also realized that if we have to wait for us to get a big amount of resources, or in terms of financial resources, then we are not going to make any impact. So the idea is that every player that has attended this workshop, it is good for us to make our contribution in terms of whatever little effort that you are going to put in place. When we do that, it will go a long way to have a bigger impact, because each and every party, each and every player will be doing something, and cumulatively will be fighting the adverse effects of climate change.
Climate change! Champions! Climate change! Champions for equality!